Alright, so this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Madame Sans-Gêne. Probably pronouncing that wrong. This is going to be another Sophia Loren flick from 1961. I'm giving it 2 out of 5 stars. I disliked it. I'm not a big fan. I dislike French Revolution even more than I do uh, revolution revolutionary period here in the United States, because the aftermath resulted in reign of terror, Robespierre, which is even more diabolical form of government than the U.S. constitutional republic, whatever form of government was imposed after the Continental Congress. And so it starts off during the French Revolution. Sophia Loren is washing Napoleon's clothes, and she owns some kind of courtyard or something. I don't know. She's got a courtyard there, and she's very protective of it for some unknown reason. Um, the revolutionaries are placing a cannon in the courtyard there where she works. She gets all upset. Um, she calls on Napoleon, who's a lieutenant at this time, to get the cannon out of there. Instead, he orders the gate torn down, and he orders some guy named Lefebvre or something. I don't know how to pronounce his name. This movie's all in French, by the way. I didn't know Sophia Loren could speak French until now. And oui, oui. So he orders Lefebvre to light the cannon. The Lefebvre doesn't know how to light it, so it backfires on him, and Sophia Loren falls in love with Lefebvre, and so she's like following him around during the war. The Napoleon's trying to ensnare all of Europe in his bloodthirsty conquest, and they get caught in some kind of Austrian uh, enemy prisoner of war kind of deal, and they escape from the windmill, and they manage to blow up the entire enemy camp. As Napoleon arrives, he promotes Lefebvre, and then he wants to scheme against his sisters by appointing Lefebvre as king of some fiefdom. And there's kind of a cool little thing that Napoleon says. I guess he's being sarcastic about the whole futility of revolution when he says that they got rid of kings and now they need to replace the king with another king. That kind of thing. So the ending is pretty good, but the rest of the movie is terrible. I didn't laugh a single time, but I thought the ending was kind of cute. Napoleon tries to get Lefebvre to divorce Sophia Loren because she's got kind of a tactless way of explaining her jaded past in front of all these aristocrat types. Napoleon's family, I guess. And so that doesn't go over well with Napoleon. Napoleon says that Lefebvre has to divorce Sophia Loren, and he has to marry his sister. So that doesn't go over well, and the ending is pretty cool. I don't want to spoil it, but I didn't particularly care for this movie. I thought it was rather dull and unfunny for the most part. Um, Supposedly it got censored by Italy. I don't know why. Maybe because Sophia Loren's got the wet T-shirt going on in the beginning. Uh, who knows? But not a good flick. I couldn't get into it. I'm not particularly attracted to Sophia Loren in the first place. But yeah, she's one of these tanned Italian actresses. I think I like the Pasolini babes better than her. And especially that gal Bruna. Oh man, she was really good looking, but looks better in black and white in my opinion. This one's color, so maybe she would look better in black and white. I don't know, but that was my first day that my son checked out my new room here. He said it was much bigger. I told him it was about the same size as my ex-wife's room where he's living right now, and he was pretty excited. But then he knocked over his smoothie all over the rug and the walls and my clothes and his clothes and the chair. So he felt guilty about that. He wanted to clean it up, but I told him, no, don't bother. I got it. I just want to eat lunch first, and then I'll clean it up. Just the wet marks on the cardboard. It's kind of weird looking cardboard. Backing on the wall. I didn't know how to clean that up because it just looks like wet spots all over this cardboard here. But I don't know if you can see it behind me. It's the brown stuff. There's another one. There's another panel that looks the same right in front of me, and that's the panel that got all wet from the smoothie. Then what else? I didn't really work that much, but was able to save some money, about $1,000 this week. So that was pretty good. There's something going on with my tooth. It's like coming out sideways, and it's all tingly sometimes. But going to get my teeth cleaned on Wednesday, so we'll see how that goes. Then what else is going on? Oh, I got the super fast Sonic fiber optic cable for $40 a month. So that was pretty exciting. I didn't even realize it, but the Sonic box was in the garage, and then the cable wiring was just like running up the garage pipe into the little hallway there. So the guy came. It took him about 30 minutes to install the modem, and so I'm pretty excited about that. My first month is free, and some kids were like hacking into my my Netflix instant view account. It's still active until January 17th, but some kids got in there somehow, and so they're basically watching my Netflix account for free. But I removed their profiles and I changed my email. So hopefully that did the trick. And fortunately, they couldn't touch my DVD queue, so that was intact. So I just switched my email over from Yahoo to Gmail, and that seemed to fix the problem. I talked to somebody at Netflix over the phone. Um, she sounded like she was Filipina. I don't know if she's working from the Philippines, but got that straightened out. I lost my prescription for my night glasses for night driving, but I don't know how I lost that. I could have sworn I had it at my old place, but I couldn't find it when I moved, so don't know what happened to it, but I guess I can go back and ask for another copy. Hopefully they won't charge me, but probably do that in a couple weeks. And then I got the periodontist appointment on the 31st. Take care of the rib gum around my dental implant. And it's just a consultation, but hopefully I can get that surgery done in February. Been waiting a year for that. The previous dental office was like dilly-dallying around, not doing anything. So right now I'm watching the Avenging Conscience, aka Thou Shalt Not Kill. It's a 1914 horror movie by D.W. Griffith. It's got some Edgar Allan Poe in it. Even in the special features have Edgar Allan Poe. So that's kind of interesting. It's 1 year before Birth of a Nation, the controversial racist movie about the Klansmen. And then I guess the following year he did Intolerance. I've never seen Birth of a Nation or Intolerance, but I'm watching the first one, the Avenging Conscience. That's pretty good so far. I don't know if you're into silent movies, but I know for sure my son won't watch it because it's black and white. And yeah, black and white silent film, pretty good stuff. Just because D.W. Griffith was a racist doesn't mean that he didn't have some talent, just like the communist Pasolini, I guess. The homosexual communist, everybody's different. Everybody's got their little fringe element going there. So I certainly can attest to that, since I'm pretty much a utilitarian anarchist type of individual. So that's just me. But anyways, enough about me. I can't find a girlfriend. I got the perfect place here in San Francisco. I can do my own laundry here without having to go to the laundromat. I can sleep in between cycles. So that's pretty big for me. A little bit of extra sleep for the weekend. And just waiting for them to deep clean the carpet here, install the stove in the oven. So I'll probably follow up on that in a couple of weeks also. And things are going pretty good other than that. Just working hard, saving my money. Hopefully I'll hit my $20,000 goal savings this year, and hopefully more if I can cash out my company options. I've been talking about that a lot, but there's there's no telling when it will actually happen. I'm hoping it will be this year. But anyways, just chugging away, trying to survive here. So thought I'd get that review in. I'll probably have a better review once I get around to watching The Avenging Conscience. Probably finish watching it on Tuesday night. So try to get that up in the next couple days. And then I got Batman and Robin serial from 1948. So I'll probably get that in next week as well. So look forward to that. That's the end of my review. Laters.